Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I wanted to work in my junk journal in my Traveler's Notebook. This is the Camel 5th Anniversary Edition Traveler's Notebook. I have filmed a video sharing with you my collection, so if you are interested in that, I will post the link down below. But yeah, I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I thought I would come on here and share with you my journaling process. This junk journal insert was created by a sweet friend, and I'm almost finished actually, and I'm really excited to do a flip through for you. There are some personal pictures, so I have to remember to cover them up, but I'm very, very excited to share with you the completed junk journal. Here, the apple, what is it called? The patterned apple pattern paper. I've decided to fold it inwards just so that I can create some kind of fun, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but I didn't want all the pages to be exactly the same height or exactly the same width, so I decided to fold it in. It kind of makes it a little bit more fun and interactive. I have these printables from Johanna, and she has them, I believe they are available in her Etsy shop. I am so appreciative to the printables that are available online. I think I mentioned this in my previous Journal With Me video about the printables from James Burke and as of course from Courtney Diaz. Yes, I'm just very, very appreciative because I don't have access to, antique linens, or I don't have access to the, I guess in Australia you call them op shops or thrift stores, and even if I were to go to a thrift store around here, we don't have these vintage linens or anything like vintage books or anything like that. So I am very appreciative that I have easy access to print these off from Etsy. The prompt list from Johanna comes in handy when I don't know what to write about or I don't know what to journal about. And you can stick the whole prompt list in your journal, like it's already very, very pretty as is, but I decided to cut it out and put it in my journal that way. I'm just sticking down a doily, a nice blush pink doily, and I'm just sticking down this other piece of paper down to the page, and you just kind of layer it on. I guess you can use that part of the paper for journaling, but I decided to stick it on and just layer it on top of each other because the junk journal insert is already quite thick, so I thought I would do that. I'm just looking through, oh, you see I think that's my daughter there that's playing in the next room, but she likes to come and see what's going on. I grab a piece of paper from my scrap stash, or I don't know I don't remember what I called it in my other video where I use my Chic Sparrow Nightingale Traveler's Notebook to house my scrap pieces of paper, but I've been really enjoying that system as well because I can just kind of flip through to see what kind of papers work for my junk journal or my journal layouts. I decided to add more layers, of course, and now I'm just sticking down this prompt from Johanna's printables, and I think from here on it's pretty self-explanatory. I add a little pocket here and there and add some fun ephemera pieces, and it's pretty self-explanatory. So I thought I would ask you a question if you are interested. Have you ever seen a traveler's notebook or a Hobonichi Techo or one of the planners out in the wild? I'm very, very, very curious to know. I personally thought I would see more living in Japan. I really did, and maybe it's because I'm not located in the city. I don't see that many people using, techos or planners. Even when I was very, very close to my neighbor, she does these very, very cute doodles and drawings, and I've asked her if she heard about Hobonichi Techo because that's right up her alley. And she said she never heard of it and she was not really interested in it. But I want to share with you a couple of times that I've heard or seen the Traveler's Notebook and Hobonichi Techo. One, I was very shocked. I was at an appointment with an agent and like a real estate agent, and he took out, we were talking about scheduling and see when we can meet up again, and he took out this black passport traveler's notebook, and I just wanted to say, oh my gosh, I use one too. And my husband and I both looked at each other and were like, oh, he's a traveler's notebook user. It was so funny to see, but then subsequent visits, I guess he switched to a moleskin or something. It was a different planner, but that one time we were talking about scheduling, he took out his passport black traveler's notebook. I was really shocked to see. And then the other time I encountered was I was going for a meetup for Hobonichi Techo. It was a meetup in Shibuya that Esther Molina was she was hosting a Hobonichi Techo meetup. It was more of like an art session, and I was waiting. I was by myself, and I heard these two young, I guess they're like student age. I think they were students, and the guy was talking to his friend, and he's like, "Oh, the Hobonichi Techo is so good." And one guy's like, why is it so good? It's just a regular notebook. I don't see anything interesting about it. And the friend would just go on about how it's, simple. It's a simple and plain notebook, but the paper is really nice. And I wanted to jump in on the conversation and say, I'm a Hobonichi Techo user too. But that was the second time. And the third one was the most recent one. I saw somebody carrying a regular brown traveler's notebook. We were waiting in line to go into the it's called a Bungu Joshi pen, I think it's what it's called. It's kind of like a pen show, but it's on a lot smaller scale. And we were waiting in line, and I saw this man with I think it was his girlfriend, and he was holding the tickets in his regular size brown traveler's notebook. It was really fun to see. I was like nudging my husband, oh look, that guy's a traveler's notebook user. But yeah, those are my instances. I'm very curious to know if you've seen them out in the wild, or if you've seen planners out in the wild. I guess maybe in the States people use the Happy Planner. I think that's very popular, or Erin Condren. I haven't used those planners before, and I like to stick to what I'm used to right now. But yeah, please let me know down below if you've ever seen planners out in the wild. I'm very, very curious to know. And I think that's about it. I don't have too much going on here. I will, the other printable that you see here in this spread is the one from Courtney Diaz, Little Raven Ink. I cut out the one that says date, and those are very, very handy. I sprinkle them throughout my Hobonichi Techo as well as my journals, because it's really nice to have that heading that kind of shouts date, so your eyes easily go to it. And yeah, I just really like that. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know in the description, in the comments down below, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.